Welcome. This is going to be a 15-minute Power BI masterclass on expanding bar charts. What are expanding bar charts? Well, check this out. Here's a visual from Visual Capitalist, a cool blog that puts out interesting visuals. And what you'll notice is it's actually a bar chart, but there's an interesting component about it where it deviates from the x-axis vertically expanding versus just stacked up. So the goal of this video as your Power BI developer is to equip you with more and more skill sets, encourage curiosity for how to build visuals. So we're going to do that. Here's what this video is going to contain. We're going to dive into this visual. We're going to show you how to accomplish this. It will be done by creating plug records. I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. And in 15 minutes, you're going to have the skill set as a Power BI developer to build stuff like this. It's important to continue your career. So enjoy, like, subscribe. There's more videos coming. You'll keep up to date with everything. So let's get into this masterclass on expanding bar charts. Let's go. All right, so here we are in Power BI. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, go to the description of this video. You can download this file, follow along, look at the code, create your own thing as well. So this first page, it's going to be organized in the fact of here's the data from Visual Capital. Then we're going to go through varying steps for how to get through this process. In 15 minutes, masterclass, and you're done, and you learned a new skill. So firstly, what's the goal? Again, this visual from Visual Capitalist, there's a link in the description. You can check it out. It's a bar chart. Bar charts are pretty straightforward. I've made some videos on them, but this is different because you'll see it expands through the x-axis. And again, the goal is curiosity. How do we build something like this with Power BI? So very simplistically, what I've done in the website that they provided, there's a table, and this table shows each value for every year. I put that table into this as the data set. So you're all set. Step one. The first step is let's talk about what's going on here. So with a bar chart, here's a standard bar chart that I created. And what you'll see is that it just has the year on the x-axis, the market cap or the value on the y-axis. And there you go. You can add a legend if we felt like it. So I'll take the company, put it on here, and you'll see that's a pretty standard bar chart. But this does not accomplish the goal of that visual. So the question is, how do we make it look like that? The second consideration into the concept is this. When I went through this process, well, if you think mathematically, you want to change the vertical axis to essentially split the difference in the middle. So I created the shape. And what that is I took the market cap or the value and created two visuals. This will not work, and I'll show you why. So I took the value and I split it in two and called one the negative half, another one the positive half, and created two measures with that. And now you'll see the shape is there. But the problem is if you just use measures with Power BI and you go to say add a legend, you can't do it. It won't let you add colors and segment things if you're using measures only. So if you're using more than one measure, so that's the problem. So now we're going to dive into the guts of this video and with the solution. It's all about plugs and looking at the empty space. So we're going to expand this bar so you can kind of get the concept of what we're going to dive into. Again, if this is the shape, expanding like this, in step two, you'll see here's the shape on the right where we'll format it. I'll show you. But essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create these plug records. I made them pink so you can see, but in the visual, we're going to create those as the color of the background of the chart. It's an ingenious way to make this work where you plug each record, moving it up or down, keeping the distribution as what it should be, ultimately creating that visual perfectly side by side, and you're good to go. So let's teach plug records. All right, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to build this table on the bottom, and then we'll go from there. If we think about what we have to do first, is we have the visual data. We know, again, that every year has a market cap and company. But we need to create an artificial record. So to do that, we're going to make a brand new table. It's all in DAX and it's pretty straightforward. But if you think about what we just looked at, we're going to type this code in. You're going to summarize the data itself. So even in your own reporting schemas, you can do this. Summarize the table and add any applicable dimensions. In this case, it's just year. But then for the company, or the value that's going to be segmented by color, whatever that is in your own workings, you're going to make a blank record. So I'm going to make company, I'm going to call it plug record, and then I'm going to have a column called market cap and leave it blank. I'm going to make this empty table. So just envision year, the word plug record, and then a blank space. And then I'm going to union that to the actual data itself to create a new table. And so what that looks like, year, company. You'll see every single year now has a value called plug record. And if I sum up the market cap, you'll see it drops. So there's no market cap for that. So now we're going to go through and build in these measures so you can see how it works getting to this table. So the first thing we need to do to calculate the plug record is we need to get the maximum value, because we're always going to be kind of creating an artificial line down the middle of this chart horizontally. And we need to make the plug record kind of push up to that. So we'll go through the math to get these values. But what you're going to want to do, and there's a simplified version of this. So we're going to first create this, and I'll talk you through what it is. We're going to make a summarized table where we're going to so it allows filtering. We're going to take that plug table, all selected means you're going to take everything from it. And for the year and the market cap, you're going to kind of summarize that and then return the max value. So what that's going to say is based upon whatever you've selected, what is the greatest value in any given single year. We're going to return that calculation here. As you go to the bottom, you'll see the very last year happens to be the biggest year, and you'll see why this is going to be important, because we're artificially going to create the value of the plug record. So now plug record is showing up, and again, our goal is to get these pink bars. So now we have that, and now the next step is we want to just get the middle of that, because if this is the max range, then we want to get the middle of wherever that's going to be, and it will be dynamically selectable. So the next step, create this visual or this calculation. We're just going to divide that new max value by 2. Simple enough. Now we have this 2, and it's for everything because every row is going to have this. Now the third thing is we want to divide the middle. Well, we'll get to that middle part later, but it's going to be essentially, this is the key guts now. So now we're going to get the market cap for every single year. What that means specifically is that for every year, because this will work if you have multiple categories in any given year or whatever you're segmenting, but this value here, number 2, you're going to get the value where you're going to calculate the same total for the entire table except for the year, all except the year. And what that's going to do is essentially enable the filtering to be applicable to the year. So you're going to have a record now that's going to say, it's going to provide the yearly total market cap for the plug record as well. You'll see the values here. If you had a lot of things in one year, it'd show up across all of them. Now we want to keep going through that. We're going to divide that by 2. So then this next value takes that plug record, divides by 2. And again, these calculations, going through them, but it's a mathematical principle to kind of dynamically create these plug records and have them work. Get the max of the master value. We'll divide that by 2 because we'll need that later on. And then we're going to get the market cap per year, the maximum value per year. We're going to get the middle of that value. And now we can make the plug value. And that plug value is simply going to be take the max value total minus the value that's in the middle that brings it essentially to the middle, this value right here that we created, and return it. And if it's less than 0, return 0, because that means it's the final value, or return the calc. So if I click this, you'll see what we've just done. If I make this a little bit wider, we've now made the plug value. So what this is saying is it's saying, okay, for this year, the General Electric itself is $93 million. It's this small little square here. But we need to artificially make a plug record that's going to be 1.6 billion, which is what this pink one is. And to do that, to get to 1.6 billion, we're going to get the middle of the max, which is this 168. So the middle of the maximum value selected, whatever your deal is, and then subtract the middle of the year-to-date total, and that's going to yield the amount of the plug record to push it up perfectly. Then after you get that, we're just going to do a simple is null, well, not is null, but a switch statement. I believe I wrote a switch. Yeah, I did. And what this is going to say is if the selected value is plug record, then return the plug value, other do the market cap value. And so when you do that, you'll see now that it says General Electric. It's going to show the value that's there. It's essentially putting the plug record in this field right here. 93, boom. But now on the right-hand side, you'll see it says, and create a plug value of that. So with that, that is the whole concept of creating the plug records. Download this file again, look at the SQL, look at the DAX, I'm sorry, ask me questions, I'll be able to help you. But now with that, if we go to step 2, you'll see we can create this table and format it. I'm gonna show you how to do that now in the remaining time. So in this lab tab, here's our table. And again, all this table is doing, well, I'll recreate it here on this side, it takes the year, and we're gonna get this new chart value. And we're going to do a legend. Oh, sorry. We'll turn into a stack bar chart. Oh, you'll see we have to do a filter as well. We'll get that going here in a second. Add the company. And there you go. So now we added the company. It creates the plug records. It shows everything we want. How do we start formatting this? So this is where you can change the naming of your value as well. What I mean by that is right now I created the record that's called, if you look in this previous table, it's called plug value, plug record. That just happens to alphabetically kind of work out where if I sort this, sort legend by company, like that, alphabetically. Again, you can make it ZZZZZ, call it whatever you want to kind of put it at the bottom. But that's how this will work out, as P is greater than all these other values. And so now we have that. So let's go through the formatting of this then. And again, check out my other videos on bar chart formatting. I go really into detail on this stuff, but here's the quick gist of how you get to that chart then. So what we're going to go through is we're going to set the background color. And here I took the colors out of that chart. So with whatever you're going to do, again, I'm going to set the background of this thing to be this color. Oops. With our chart, background, bingo. And now the other key thing, we're going to go remove some stuff. We want to take out, we're here. We're going to close this up. We're going to take out the legend. We'll change the title here in a minute. The x-axis, we'll keep it continuous, but we'll turn off the value. We'll turn on the values, turn off the title. The y-axis, turn off the values, turn off the title. You can put the title on if you want. It's up to you. You can kind of have fun with it and play with it. But the goal is to understand the Power BI concept for how to build these plug records and then hide them. We'll also turn off the grids. We don't want that because it will just kind of get in the way of everything. So we'll turn off vertical grid lines. And now we have this going on. So let's go to our columns. Now we can set the column specifically. So for the plug record, we want this to be that same background color. And it disappeared. Look at that. That's the whole trick. And now we can go through this process and start to change these other columns as well to have it mirror. So in this case, I think Apple was this blue. And this color palette's pretty nice, actually. Come over here. We'll get the Exxon is this red. Copy this one. Come back over here. And again, click this, columns, Microsoft, give it that same yellow. And then finally, General Electric. Put this as green. And now you've essentially created that visual. So there's other small things you can do here, to kind of tweak it out further to get to this level. So let's go to that lab over here. And what we'll do is a few additional steps. Well, you can get through these steps, but I'll show them over here. It's kind of easier to see. So you have this cool chart. Now, what you can do with some new features is change the spacing of the columns. So we'll go to columns, all, layout, and now space between series. You could make it large. We'll go like this. We'll space between categories, bring this down, bring them closer together. That's cool. And now there is certain text. So let's change, click this, x-axis. We'll set the values to be that same color or the text color. That looks good. For the title, Oops, we'll call it the same color. And the text is called America's Most Valuable Company in each year. And so finally, with the last couple minutes here, a nice little touch you can do as well is add some filters. So what I've done is I've taken that same chart, and now here's that chart, and it looks good. You can turn on the zoom labels to zoom in. If you want to turn on x-axis or data labels, you can do that, but now you can zoom. But an extra benefit, check out my video here about how to go into detail of building filter cards. But now for this section, you can actually make it interactive. Add a filter card, click Apple. I can see Apple now trending, and I change this intentionally to kind of show from 0 so you can see which year is bigger for each. Again, you can use the same principles if you want to kind of keep that going. But there you go. Boom. 15 minutes. Now you know how to go from visual capitalist. How do you make this expanding bar chart? Enjoy the curiosity of it. Start with the problem of a normal bar chart. Start with this to then understand plug records, this pink, and then how you can format them to hide the background, creating that visual. Spot on. All right, enjoy. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you have a question. There'll be more stuff coming, and you'll have a good day. Bye.